Want to learn an hour of fun facts? Get ready for this marathon of amazing facts with Zarpado. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe. Li Longlong holds the Guinness World Record for climbing the most steps using only his head, achieving an incredible total of 36 steps. According to the rules of the challenge, no weight is allowed on any other part of the body, and the rest period between steps cannot exceed 5 seconds. His impressive balance and determination have made him a true legend of extreme. In Jordan, near the historic city of Petra, lies the world's smallest hotel, a Volkswagen Beetle transformed into a cozy room. This unique accommodation, designed for 2 people, is equipped with comfortable mattresses and traditional decorations that reflect Bedouin culture. The creator of this unusual accommodation is Mohammed Al-Malahim, affectionately known as Abu Ali. His wife and daughters are in charge of preparing delicious breakfasts, lunches. In Thimphu, the capital of Bhutan, there are no traffic lights. Traffic flow is directed by traffic officers with elegant hand movements. Traffic lights were eliminated because residents valued the proximity and human touch in traffic management. Do you know the White Turf of St. Moritz, Switzerland? It's a spectacular horse race on a frozen lake held every February. For 3 Sundays, jockeys and thoroughbreds from all over Europe compete before more than 30,000 spectators in an event that combines sport and art. This is Don Calhoun, a Chicago Bulls fan who made history in 1993 by sinking a 75-feet jumper on his first attempt, winning $1 million. It happened during a promotional event at a game against the Miami Heat, leaving the crowd in shock. Although the insurance company tried to refuse to pay, the feat was so impressive that the Bulls intervened so he could receive his prize. In the crystalline waters of the Bahamas lies Ocean Atlas, the world's largest underwater sculpture. It stands 16 feet tall, weighs 60 tons, and represents the burden of climate change on the oceans. Installed in 2014, this monumental work is designed to last a century, serving as a refuge for marine life and gradually transforming into an artificial reef. In Florida, a unique underwater music festival is taking place, where concerts are broadcast through submerged speakers and musicians. Expert divers play conventional instruments and more original ones, such as the fish flute and the starfish guitar. The event, known as the Lower Keys Underwater Music Festival, aims to promote coral reef conservation. It also encourages responsible diving and the protection of the marine ecosystem. Meet Supershi, a 20-acre private island designed exclusively for women. This resort offers a unique experience focused on physical and spiritual well-being, where women can relax and connect in an exclusive setting. Activities include hiking, kayaking, water skiing, yoga, and nutrition workshops. The British company Neobot has created an electric car battery that charges from 10% to 80% in just 4 minutes and 37 seconds. This impressive breakthrough was demonstrated live using a sports car on a test track in Bedford. The battery is part of a global effort to accelerate electric vehicle charging. The prototype, called the NioBolt EV, offers a range of approximately 120 miles on just this quick charge. Did you know that Keanu Reeves had a rock band? In the 1990s, Keanu Reeves was the bassist for the alternative rock band Dogstar, whose sound reached MTV and the prestigious Glastonbury Festival in 1999. Although the group disbanded in 2002, they made their comeback in May 2023, with Keanu again as the bassist and vocalist. His return to music surprised many, revealing another side of the actor, a return full of energy and passion for rock. Meet Min Mayo, a talented Vietnamese artist specializing in papercraft, the art of creating 3-dimensional figures using only paper. On his website, He offers templates so others can recreate his impressive models, which include characters from anime, video games, and popular culture. What distinguishes his designs is his creativity and attention to detail. He also shares some models for free, facilitating access to this fascinating art. Here's a curious story behind a kiss between Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman in Thor: Love and Thunder. Before filming that famous scene, Hemsworth decided to stop eating meat, as Portman is vegan. The actress revealed this in a British radio interview, explaining that her co-star avoided meat that morning out of respect for her lifestyle. A very thoughtful gesture from Hemsworth. There is a species of squirrel known as the vampire squirrel, famous for its disproportionately large tail, which is 30% larger than its body size. Although its diet is carnivorous, legends tell that it hunts larger prey, giving rise to its curious nickname. Its unique appearance and eating habits have fascinated many. It may sound surprising, but 49-year-old British model Elizabeth Hode married her dog Logan, a 6-year-old golden retriever, after 4 failed engagements and 220 fruitless dates. The ceremony took place on the British program This Morning, where Hode paraded in her wedding dress while her faithful dog waited for her at the altar. In Manhattan, New York City, stands the National Debt Clock, a digital display that updates the United States' growing public debt in real time. This clock acts as a stark reminder of the country's enormous economic burden. In addition to displaying the total debt, it also indicates the amount owed by each American family. Kimberly Winter, a woman from Maryland, USA, holds the world record for the loudest burp on record. At 33, she achieved a burp that reached 107 decibels. To put that in perspective, her burp was louder than a blender, a power drill, and even a motorcycle. It's impressive what the human body can achieve in such peculiar situations. Do you think a Guinness record like this is worth holding? Meet the Orectolobidae, also known as carpet sharks due to their flattened bodies. These sharks inhabit the seabed, where they feed on crabs, squid, octopus, rays, and other fish, including sharks of different species. Thanks to their camouflage, they can quickly stalk and suck in their prey. They are found at depths exceeding 328 feet in the Indo-Pacific region, especially off the southern and eastern coast of Australia. Former Cuban soccer player Eric Hernandez broke his own world record for ball control, keeping it in the air for 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 28 seconds. Impressively, he achieved this feat while seated with 1.5 kilograms strapped to each ankle, a testament to his astonishing dexterity and endurance. A truly remarkable record. Some McDonald's restaurants in China have replaced traditional seating with stationary bikes. According to Harvard studies, pedaling at a speed of 12 miles per hour can burn about 300 calories in 30 minutes. This means that to burn the 42 calories of a McNugget, you would only need to pedal for about 5 minutes. An interesting way to balance enjoyment and exercise. In the image, British scientist Sir David Attenborough holds a huge titanosaur femur, one of the most gigantic dinosaurs that ever existed. This femur, found in Chubut, Argentina, measures 7.9 feet and belongs to a dinosaur estimated to have reached 121 feet in length and weighed 154,000 pounds. It lived approximately 100 million years ago, being one of the most impressive creatures of the prehistoric era. In Japan, square watermelons are grown to make them easier to transport and display in stores. Although more expensive than round watermelons, these watermelons are highly prized as gifts due to their unusual shape and ease of storage. Their price can range from $73 to $200, depending on the season and region. In 2017, a Chinese food company, Shangnian Food Cumber Limited, set the record for the world's longest noodle, reaching over 9,843 feet in length. It took 88 pounds of flour and 6.9 gallons of water to prepare, and the process took 17 hours. Once finished, the noodle was divided into 400 dishes for all employees to enjoy. This achievement took place in Nanyang, Henan Province. The armadillo lizard, a hard-scaled reptile reminiscent of a dragon, boasts rugged armor that protects it from predators in its natural habitat, the rocky semi-desert areas of South Africa. It lives in groups and feeds primarily on insects. Sadly, this species is endangered. Bobak Tavangar, a former Apple executive, introduced his own artificial intelligence glasses called Frame, directly competing with the Apple Vision Pro. These glasses, created by his company Brilliant Labs, incorporate a virtual assistant that displays answers on the lens when a question is whispered. Priced at $349, they offer an innovative and convenient experience for their users. What you see here is a truly dangerous device that could be one of the riskiest purchases you can make online. The USB killer is designed to damage electronic equipment by sending an intense electrical discharge through the USB port. This current can destroy internal components of devices and cause irreparable damage. Jyoti Amjay, an Indian woman who stands 24.7 inches tall due to chondroplasia, holds the title of the world's shortest person. She was born on December 16, 1993, in Nagpur, and has been recognized by Guinness World Records since 2011. In addition to this achievement, she has worked as an actress and model, using her fame to promote inclusion and raise awareness about dwarfism. She has appeared on series such as American Horror Story, Freak Show. In Game of Thrones, a continuity error was detected when a Starbucks cup appeared on Daenerys Targaryen's table during a battle scene. This oversight did not go unnoticed and was quickly pointed out by fans of the series. The cup's appearance, out of place in a medieval setting, caused a stir on social media. The Millau Bridge, located in France, holds the title of the tallest viaduct on the planet, with an impressive height of 1,125 feet above the Tarn River, surpassing even the Eiffel Tower. Measuring 1.55 miles in length, this bridge seamlessly blends advanced engineering and visual beauty, providing panoramic views of the surrounding valley since its opening in 2004. It was cantilevered over the Tarn Canyon in southern France and has become a world-renowned architectural landmark. Tempelialkio Church, located in Helsinki, Finland, is famous for being carved directly into natural rock. Inaugurated in 1969, its minimalist design fuses the majesty of the rock with modern elements. The copper dome and its impressive acoustics make it ideal for concerts. The natural light that enters through its roof highlights the beauty of the interior, creating a serene and unique atmosphere that attracts both worshippers and tourists. Did you know that the Swiss company L'Unité has the ability to turn human hair and cremation ashes into diamonds? These diamonds, which have a GIA certification, are the result of an innovative process that transforms human remains into a precious gem. This technique allows for the creation of lasting and personal memories from loved ones. Did you know that Mark Zuckerberg has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and managed to win a gold medal in his first competition? His martial arts training is not only a way to stay in shape, but also a tool to improve his focus and discipline. On July 22, 2023, he was promoted to blue belt by his teacher, Dave Camarillo, a renowned black belt. The English Channel, which divides England from France, is one of the greatest challenges for long-distance swimmers. Trent Grimsey stood out as the fastest swimmer to cross it, completing the crossing in an impressive time of 6 hours and 55 minutes in 2012. This record has remained an iconic mark in the world of swimming. To combat the problem of men urinating in the streets, Amsterdam decided to install hundreds of public urinals in strategic locations. Although this solution may seem unusual, it has been surprisingly effective in keeping the city clean and tidy. Pule, a Serbian cheese made from donkey's milk, holds the title of being the most expensive cheese in the world. Its price can exceed 1,000 euros per kilogram, making it a true gastronomic gem. This exorbitant figure is due to its rare production, which requires a complicated and meticulous process. Rome implemented an ingenious initiative called "The More You Recycle, the More You Travel," which allows commuters to exchange plastic bottles for metro tickets. In just 3 months, nearly 1.8 million bottles have been collected, with approximately 20,000 recycled bottles per day. Users deposit their bottles in machines located in metro stations, and with the My Cicero app, their credit is automatically added to pay for rides. Each user recycles between 15 and 20 bottles at a time, contributing to a cleaner environment. Have you heard of Microlino? It's a compact electric car designed for 2 people. It charges in just 4 hours and can travel up to 143 miles on a single charge. Perfect for cities, its small size and easy parking make it a practical option for urban environments. Have you heard of Thumbelina? She was the world's smallest mare, measuring just 17 inches tall and weighing 57 pounds. She was born in 2001 at Goose Creek Farm, Missouri, due to dwarfism, and weighed only 8 pounds at birth. Her diet consisted of a cup of grain and a handful of hay twice a day, which helped her grow into a little star. Meet Eliseo Ramos, a man who has turned a cave into his home in Cerro de la Silla, Mexico. After losing his home more than 25 years ago, he decided to build a new space in the rocks, adapting the cave with a bathroom, dining room, and even a living room. Today, Eliseo lives there, proving that, with creativity, you can make a home anywhere. Do you know the Kawah Ijen volcano in Indonesia, famous for its incredible blue flame phenomenon? This phenomenon is caused by the combustion of sulfuric gases that emerge from its crater, creating a unique visual spectacle. It is only visible at night, which attracts adventurers and photographers in search of a unique experience. The view of the crater illuminated by the blue flames is truly breathtaking. Camels have an incredible ability to eat thorny plants without being harmed, thanks to a special coating on their mouths. This adaptation allows them to survive in deserts where food is scarce. Their hard palate, located at the top of their mouth, helps protect them from thorns when chewing. This way, cactus spines pass through their throat without causing any damage. In wheelchair tennis, the ball has a chance to bounce twice before the player responds. This rule gives athletes with limited mobility the opportunity to compete on a level playing field. Takefusa Kubo, in a match against Mallorca while playing for Real Madrid, scored a historic goal by making 4 consecutive tunnels, or dunks. In a spectacular move, he passed the ball between the legs of 6 opposing players before scoring. Meet Paul Ufema, who set a record by assembling the Lego Coliseum set in just 13 hours, 37 minutes, and 36 seconds. This set, with a total of 9,036 pieces, is the largest commercially available. The Lego Coliseum has impressed many and now holds a Guinness World Record for its complexity and size. It's undoubtedly a feat that demonstrates skill and patience. Fanta was created in 1940 in Germany during the height of World War II, when the U.S. embargo prevented the import of ingredients to make Coca-Cola. Faced with this difficulty, the bottling company looked for alternatives and created this new drink with what was available. Thus, Fanta emerged as a wartime solution, and today it is one of the most popular drinks in the world. The Korowai tribe of Papua live in houses built high in the forest trees. These dwellings, made of natural materials such as wood, bamboo, and bark, can accommodate up to 15 people. To access them, the inhabitants use a very peculiar ladder, a jagged tree trunk. This unique lifestyle demonstrates the tribe's incredible adaptation to its natural environment. In Kuzbas, in southwestern Siberia, a phenomenon called black snow occurs, where coal particles from factories and mines darken the snow. This phenomenon not only affects the landscape, but also has consequences for health and the environment. Authorities are taking measures to combat it, as it contributes to climate change. Copito de Nieve was the only documented white gorilla in history, known for his rare albinism. He was born to two related gorillas, which caused him to inherit the recessive gene that caused his condition. This western lowland gorilla lived at the Barcelona Zoo from 1966 until his death in 2003. Despite his uniqueness, he was not the only albino primate, but he was the only gorilla of his kind. The hole in the donuts was a practical solution to a cooking problem. By creating a hole in the center, the donuts cooked more evenly and quickly. This prevented the middle from becoming raw, improving the texture of the final product. Thus, donuts as we know them today were born. Hyundai has designed e-corner technology, which allows a vehicle's wheels to rotate up to 90 degrees. This innovative system facilitates lateral maneuvers or turns in place, replicating the movement of a crab. Furthermore, being completely electric, it ensures zero emissions. The e-corner is exclusive to electric cars and significantly improves maneuverability, allowing for agile and precise movements. Owls are the only birds capable of seeing the color blue. Although other birds can perceive colors such as violet and ultraviolet, owls have exceptional vision, detecting 30 times more light than humans. Friedi Kuena and Lucas Ermler, two Germans, achieved a new world record by walking a tightrope suspended between two hot air balloons at 8,200 feet above sea level. This impressive achievement took place in Germany, where the adventurers braved the heights and the wind. Splash diving is an exciting sport where athletes jump into the water looking to make huge splashes. The key is to launch themselves with force, like a cannonball, to achieve the most spectacular impact. Although it sounds simple, the challenge lies in doing it with style and precision. Keiko, the famous orca from Free Willy, was released in 2002 in Iceland after spending more than 2 decades in captivity. Although it was the first orca to return to its natural habitat, its adaptation was difficult, as it was unable to integrate with other orcas. During its release, it was seen near Norway, seeking to interact with humans. The Gate Tower building in Osaka is one of the most unique buildings in the world, with a tunnel running through its 5th, 6th, and 7th floors. This tunnel houses a highway, the Hanshin Expressway, which allows vehicles to pass through the building. The construction of this unique skyscraper was marked by controversy between the construction company and the Osaka City Council. Ultimately, an unusual agreement was reached. The highway was built inside the building instead of modifying its layout. Kiribati is a unique country in the world, as it is the only one with territory in all 4 hemispheres: northern, southern, eastern, and western. This astonishing phenomenon is due to the distribution of its islands, which cross both the equator that divides north and south and the international dateline, or Greenwich Meridian, that divides east and west. Did you know that Apple sued the recipe app Prepear over its logo, a pear, claiming it looked too similar to its iconic apple? The Cupertino company argued that the similarity could confuse users, undermining the distinction between the two brands. Gregory Foster, from California, achieved an astonishing world record by devouring 17 ghost peppers in just 1 minute. These peppers, considered the hottest on the planet, are known for their extreme intensity. But for Foster, who owns a hot sauce company, there is no challenge in this fiery challenge. The waterphone, an instrument created in 1968 by British musician Richard Waters, is known for its terrifying sounds. Made of stainless steel, it produces high and low tones depending on where it's played, making it a perfect tool for creating tense atmospheres. This percussion instrument is essential in many horror films, adding an eerie feel. The high heel race is a competition that has captured the attention of fans in Russia, Mexico, and Spain. Participants must run on stiletto heels. This event tests their balance, speed, and dexterity as they struggle to avoid falls, as a small mistake can cause many to topple over. Igbo Ora, a city in Nigeria, is known for its astonishing twin birth rate, which exceeds the world average. Here, for every 1,000 births, about 50 are twins, a phenomenon that has attracted the attention of many researchers, as in any given location, only 12 births are twins. The local diet, especially the consumption of phytoestrogen-rich yams, is believed to play a crucial role in increasing the chances of multiple pregnancies. In Igbo Ora, twins are so common that they even hold festivals dedicated to them. Dallas is home to the world's largest eye sculpture, an impressive piece that reaches over 30 feet in height. This sculpture, with its large size and detailed design, has become a tourist magnet, capturing the attention of visitors from around the world. On Lake Maracaibo, Venezuela, are the palafitos, traditional dwellings built on stilts and connected by floating walkways. This way of life, inherited from indigenous peoples, has endured for centuries and has given the place the nickname Little Venice. In an astonishing display of interspecies collaboration, crocodiles and Egyptian plovers maintain a unique symbiotic relationship. Crocodiles, with their enormous teeth, open their mouths to allow small birds to clean out food scraps caught between their teeth. This natural dental service is a perfect example of how different creatures can help each other in nature. The leopard tortoise is one of Africa's most impressive species, notable for its size and striking shell. Reaching up to 16 inches and 28 pounds, some exceptional individuals can measure up to 27.5 inches and weigh 88 pounds. Its distinctive leopard-like pattern of spots on its shell gives it its name. Lionel Messi, in addition to breaking records in football, also made history on Instagram. The photo she shared celebrating her victory at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar became the most liked on the platform, surpassing the famous egg image. In just 2 days, her photo garnered more than 76 million likes and generated over 2 million comments, shattering a 4-year reign. In Finland, specifically on the Sabon line, the unique World Mobile Phone Throwing Championship is held. Participants compete to throw a phone as far as possible, an activity that began as a fun way to dispose of old or faulty devices. The Golden Bridge in Vietnam, opened in 2018, has captivated the world with its stunning social media photos. At 492 feet long, the structure appears to be suspended in the air thanks to 2 giant concrete hands holding it at a height of 3,280 feet. This bridge not only offers panoramic views, but has also become an architectural symbol of the country. Its official name, Kang LG, reflects its majesty and uniqueness. Time Kettle earphones are revolutionizing the way we communicate, regardless of language. Capable of translating up to 40 languages in real time, these earphones use advanced voice recognition technology for instant translation. They feature built-in microphones that capture speech and translate it instantly, allowing for fluid, barrier-free conversations. In Japan, robots are transforming the shopping experience by restocking products in supermarkets. These tireless workers ensure that shelves are always full, no matter the time of day. Thanks to their efficiency, the dreaded empty shelves are eliminated. Wagyu is one of the most expensive and prized meats in the world, famous for its marbling, which distributes fat evenly, giving it exceptional flavor and tenderness. Sourced from Japanese cattle breeds, the breeding process is strictly regulated in Japan, making this meat a luxury item for special occasions and exclusive restaurants. Each animal receives special care, from massages to a nutrient-rich diet, to ensure the quality of the meat. In Japan, Wagyu is the standard, but outside its country of origin, its price can reach between $30 and $500 per kilo, or even more. Did you know which is the longest-lived animal alive? Jonathan, a giant Seychelles tortoise, holds this title at 192 years old. Although his exact age is uncertain, it is estimated that he was born in 1832, long before the existence of telephones. He has resided on the island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic, at the British governor's residence since 1882, and has enjoyed a life filled with exceptional care. Box jellyfish are amazing marine creatures with vision that distinguishes them from other jellyfish. Despite not having a brain, they possess up to 24 eyes, some with corneas and retinas, allowing them to see and avoid obstacles while swimming. They live mainly in the seas of Australia and Japan, where their venom is extremely dangerous. Their nervous system is unique, as they lack a central brain, yet can still process visual information. Mount Huashan, China, is home to a trail so terrifying that few dare to trek it. The sky plank, a wooden path fixed to a cliff, stretches 328 feet over a deadly precipice. Although it offers breathtaking views, it is an extremely dangerous route that has claimed several lives over the years. For the bravest, the challenge includes walking on narrow planks without railings, with the strong wind as your companion. In the 1980s, Tom Cruise inadvertently became a lifeline for the Ray-Ban brand. His appearance wearing the iconic sunglasses in the films Risky Business and Top Gun changed the company's fortunes, which were on the verge of bankruptcy. Before this, Ray-Ban was facing low sales and financial problems, but with Cruise's style, sales soared. From 200,000 units, they grew to more than 4 million, reviving the brand. Ducks are expert little divers. They can hold their breath for up to 25 seconds while searching for food underwater. They dive gracefully to capture insects, mollusks, and aquatic plants, taking advantage of every second below the surface. This skill allows them to explore the deepest corners of lakes and ponds. Newborns see the world in black and white, with blurry images, because their eyes are still maturing. The retinal cells responsible for perceiving colors are not fully developed. Little by little, their vision improves, and they begin to distinguish shades, starting with red. At 3 months old, they can already see rainbows. In Japan, the Eshima Ohashi Bridge resembles a gravity-defying roller coaster. Its steep slope creates the illusion of being almost vertical, yet it's perfectly passable. This extreme incline allows ships to pass underneath without difficulty. Viral photos make it look terrifying, but it's really just a visual trick. In Spain, there's a museum dedicated to bananas, where you can learn about their history, cultivation, and health benefits. The museum exhibits centuries-old tools used on plantations, showing how production has evolved. The best part is that admission is free, making it ideal for a curious and educational visit. Michael Jackson's iconic white glove was not only part of his style, but also concealed the effects of vitiligo on his skin. It became famous during his moonwalk performance and became a symbol of his legacy. In 2009, this legendary accessory was auctioned for an incredible $50,000. The Basenji, known as the dog without a bark, communicates with unique sounds reminiscent of singing or yodeling. This peculiarity is due to the special shape of its larynx, which doesn't vibrate like that of other dogs. Native to Central Africa, it was valued by hunters for its silence. Despite not barking, it is an alert and curious dog. learn about the curious behavior of female octopuses. When a male is unwelcome, they throw shells, seaweed, or mud with surprising accuracy. Scientists believe it could be a form of rejection or marking boundaries. The males, resigned, simply try to dodge the projectiles without responding. Black panthers hide a secret. They are not a distinct species, but jaguars or leopards with melanism, which dyes their fur black. In full light, their spots can even be seen in the dark. This adaptation gives them an advantage in stalking their prey without being detected. They are stealthy predators with spectacular camouflage. Meet the gaur, the world's largest cattle. This impressive Indian bison can grow over 10 feet long and weigh up to 2,200 pounds. Despite its colossal size, it is agile and inhabits dense tropical forests. Mount Everest, the world's highest peak, faces a growing pollution crisis due to extreme tourism. As more climbers attempt to conquer it, waste such as oxygen tanks, tents, and even human waste accumulates. The mountain, once a symbol of pristine nature, now struggles to maintain its majesty. The Galapagos marine iguana is one of the most amazing creatures in the animal world, capable of diving for several minutes in search of algae. When submerged, it reduces its heart rate by 50%, which helps it conserve energy during prolonged dives. This behavior is crucial for its survival in the archipelago's cold, murky waters. Its ability to hold its breath for such long periods of time makes it a unique species among reptiles. Italy has established itself as the country with the highest proportion of tattooed people in the world, reaching an impressive 48% of its population. The electric eel is, without a doubt, the most electric animal on the planet. With the astonishing ability to generate shocks of up to 860 volts, it holds the title of the most powerful shock in the animal kingdom. This electrical phenomenon allows it to hunt prey and protect itself from predators. The shocks are produced by specialized cells located in its snout, giving it an impressive advantage in its environment. The naked mole rat is one of the most extraordinary creatures in the animal world, with a unique ability. It is immune to cancer. Its cells possess exceptional properties that prevent the formation of tumors, which has captured the attention of scientists around the world. This small rodent has become a benchmark for medical research, as its characteristics could offer crucial clues in the fight against cancer in humans. Did you know that not all elephants are the same? If you ever wonder whether you're looking at an Asian or African elephant, the ears are a key clue. African elephants have enormous, fan-shaped ears, almost as if designed for flight. Asian elephants, on the other hand, have smaller, rounded ears that are much more discreet. Also, Asian elephants are slightly shorter and have a more curved back, while African elephants have a straighter back. So the next time you see an elephant, you'll know how to tell it apart. Can you imagine owning a horse worth $70 million? That's what Fuzi Pegasus was worth. This thoroughbred, famous for winning the Kentucky Derby in 2000, became a legend in the equestrian world. After his victory, his price skyrocketed, and he was auctioned off for an impressive sum, being acquired by Colmore Stad. Despite his fame and fortune, Fuzi Pegasus lived to be 26, passing away in 2023 due to his age. When Disney was preparing for Toy Story 4, they faced an unexpected challenge: the death of Don Rickles, the original voice of Mr. Potato Head. But they didn't let that stop the magic. They used unused recordings of the actor left over from previous films, theme parks, and even video games. Thanks to these recordings, they were able to maintain the beloved character without having to replace Rickles. Justin Bieber surprised everyone with his Rubik's Cube solving skills on the famous Spanish program El Hormiguero. In front of an astonished audience and host Pablo Motos, the singer demonstrated his skill by solving one of his favorite cubes in just 1 minute and 23 seconds. Bieber's quick-wittedness and quick thinking left everyone speechless. The male platypus, despite its calm appearance, hides a dangerous surprise, a poisonous spur on its hind legs. Although it doesn't pose a mortal threat to humans, its venom causes intense pain and swelling that can last for weeks. This characteristic makes it a fascinating and somewhat dangerous animal despite its adorable appearance. Bruce Willis shocked everyone when he refused to kiss Jennifer Aniston during her appearance on Friends. Although he played Paul Stevens, the father of Rachel's boyfriend, his character was supposed to be in a romantic relationship with her. Despite this, Willis specifically requested that no kissing scenes be included between them. The Millennium Bridge in Gateshead, England, is a unique structure that tilts like a blinking eye to allow ships to pass. This innovative bascule bridge was the first of its kind in the world and has been recognized for its cutting-edge design and functionality. Its ability to tilt without compromising pedestrian safety makes it even more impressive. Tom Hanks made a risky move by not accepting a traditional salary for Forrest Gump. Instead, he decided to negotiate a percentage of the film's profits, which, although uncertain, turned out to be a masterstroke. Taking a huge risk, the film broke box office records, grossing over $678 million. This unexpected success earned Hanks about $40 million, a figure far greater than any fixed salary he would have earned. Although clouds appear fluffy and light, they can actually be incredibly heavy. A large cloud, up to 0.62 miles wide and long, can weigh over 1,100,000 pounds, equivalent to more than 200 elephants. At first glance, its soft texture and white color are deceiving, but it's loaded with a large amount of water. Before becoming a music superstar, Justin Timberlake began his television career as part of the cast of The Mickey Mouse Club. On that same show, he shared the screen with other future stars such as Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and Ryan Gosling. At a young age, he already displayed his talent in singing, acting, and dancing, marking the beginning of a career that would lead him to worldwide fame. The Valley of the Geysers, located in Russia, is an astonishing place that concentrates almost 90% of all the country's geysers, creating an otherworldly setting. This valley is not only home to geysers, but also to crystal-clear thermal pools, perfect for a relaxing soak. Christoph van Hout, the tallest footballer in history, stands out for his imposing stature of 6 feet 10 inches. This Belgian goalkeeper, born in Lommel on February 9, 1987, has not only been recognized for his skill between the posts, but also for his intimidating presence on the pitch. His height gives him a unique advantage, especially in the penalty area, where he stands out against opponents. The Samsung Galaxy Note 7, launched in 2016, became one of the most problematic phones in history. A defect in its battery caused it to overheat and, in some cases, even catch fire. This massive failure led to a worldwide recall of the devices and caused one of the worst scandals in the history of technology. Users had to return their phones for safety reasons, while Samsung faced an image crisis. The Carolina Reaper holds the title of the hottest chili pepper in the world according to the Guinness Book of World Records, and for good reason. With more than 2 million units on the Scoville scale, this chili is a true endurance test for those brave enough to try it. Capsaicin, the compound responsible for the heat, is present in such high quantities that the spiciness can be almost unbearable. Those who consume it experience a painful sensation in the mouth, throat, and even the stomach. Gheorghe Mureșan, the tallest player in NBA history, stands at an astonishing 7 feet 7 inches tall, giving him an imposing presence on the court. Originally from Romania, he began his professional career in Europe before being selected by the Washington Bullets, now the Washington Wizards, in the 1993 NBA draft. In addition to being a prominent figure in basketball, Muresan also shone in Hollywood. In 1998, he starred in the film My Giant alongside Billy Crystal, where he played a character inspired by his own life and his extraordinary stature. Crocodiles have an amazing ability to hold their breath underwater, remaining submerged for between 15 minutes and an hour. In extreme situations, some can hold their breath for up to 2 hours without needing to surface. This incredible trait allows them to reduce their metabolism and conserve oxygen, which is crucial for their survival in the water. The cottonmouth snake is one of the most venomous snakes in the Americas and is found in the southwestern United States. Its name comes from its teeth, which have a white edge visible only when the snake feels threatened. This rattlesnake is unique in that it is semi-aquatic, allowing it to swim skillfully. In fact, it occasionally reaches the sea and has managed to colonize islands in the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. Jacob's Well, located in Texas, is an astonishing geological phenomenon that has captured the attention of adventurers and scientists. With a diameter of 131 feet and a depth of 328 feet, it was formed when an underground cavern collapsed, creating an impressive abyss. This place has become a magnet for explorers and divers, who are drawn to its underwater caves and unique rock formations. Palma del Rio, in southern Spain, has earned a reputation as the world's leading producer of oranges. It is here that the first plants of this delicious fruit took root, giving rise to a thriving industry that is now globally recognized. Surrounded by fertile orchards, the city has become a benchmark for quality oranges. Its Mediterranean climate, with mild winters and hot summers, along with its nutrient-rich soil, offers ideal conditions for growing these juicy fruits. Did you know that goats have rectangular pupils? This peculiarity gives them impressive vision, allowing them to have an almost panoramic field of view of 320 to 340 degrees. This means they can observe almost everything around them without moving their heads, giving them an advantage when detecting danger or potential prey. The astrolabe is an ancient instrument that has been key to celestial navigation and astronomical observations, with origins dating back to ancient Greece. Although its invention cannot be attributed to a single person, the Greeks were the pioneers in developing primitive versions of this device around the 2nd century BC. This ingenious device allowed the position of the stars and planets to be measured, which was vital for navigators of the time. In some Indian cities, it is common to see cows roaming freely through the streets, as they are considered sacred in the Hindu religion. These majestic creatures enjoy special respect, and Hindus offer them food and bows as a sign of religious devotion. The spiritual connection between cows and Hindus is so deep that in many places, they are seen freely roaming around urban environments. Dwayne Johnson, known for his impressive film career, also owns his own tequila line, Teremana Tequila, launched in 2020. What sets this brand apart is its commitment to quality and craftsmanship, seeking to offer a unique product. The tequila is produced in the famous Jalisco region of Mexico using traditional methods and high-quality agaves. In 2001, one of the most stunning records in international football history was broken when Australia thrashed American Samoa 31-0 in a World Cup qualifier. This crushing victory remains the largest recorded victory in football history. American Samoa, a small island territory in the Pacific, faced numerous challenges in its football development, such as limited resources and poor infrastructure. Did you know that Michael Jackson had a pet snake named Muscles growing up? He took it everywhere, and, interestingly, it appears on the cover of his iconic album Thriller. But that's not all. He also owned most of the Beatles' recordings. In 1985, Jackson bought ATV Music Publishing, the world's largest music publishing company, which owned the rights to almost all of the British Quartet's songs. Garbage Island, also known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, is a shocking phenomenon that has concerned the world in recent years. This enormous field of floating plastic waste, estimated to be the size of Texas, is one of the biggest environmental problems today. It is formed by the accumulation of single-use plastics, such as bottles, bags, and containers, which end up in the ocean. The parrotfish plays a crucial role in the creation of reef islands, such as the Maldives, by producing 85% of the sand that forms their beaches. This fish feeds on algae, sponges, and other organisms that grow on coral reefs, using its beak-like mouth and strong jaws to scrape corals and rocks. After their feast, the parrotfish excretes fine calcium carbonate sediments, which turn into sand. In Fez, Morocco, you can still find tanneries, ancient workshops where the traditional process of tanning hides into leather is carried out. These historic sites have maintained their ancestral methods, which include immersing the hides in large vats of colorful natural substances. Interestingly, the leather produced in Fez is considered one of the finest in the world, renowned for its quality and durability. Borobudur, located on the island of Java, Indonesia, is the largest Buddhist temple in the world and an architectural marvel. Its design follows the shape of a Buddhist mandala and stands atop a hill, offering a breathtaking view. The temple is composed of 9 platforms or levels, and visitors ascend along a circular path that symbolizes the journey to enlightenment. This route culminates at the large central stupa at the top of the temple. On the Greek island of Ikaria, its inhabitants have a remarkably high life expectancy, living about 10 years longer than the rest of Western Europe. This island is famous for having a high proportion of centenarians, and more than 8,000 full-time residents enjoy one of the longest life expectancies in the world. In fact, 1/3 of Ikaria residents are over 90. Their longevity is believed to be due to a combination of factors, such as their strong social and family ties, the exercise they integrate into their daily lives, and frequent naps. In Northern Ireland, the Carrick Red Rope Bridge is considered one of the scariest in the world. This bridge connects the mainland to the small island of Carrick and offers breathtaking views, but walking across it, suspended 98 feet above the water, can be a terrifying experience for many. It was originally built by fishermen, but in 2008 it was replaced with a new, safer structure designed to handle tourists. Today, it is a popular tourist attraction that challenges the brave to cross its 66 feet length. The romance between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie began during the filming of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2004, when Pitt was still married to Jennifer Aniston. This relationship generated a huge stir in the media, which quickly speculated about the end of his marriage to Aniston and the beginning of his romance with Jolie. Paparazzi and tabloid stories abounded, dubbing the couple Brangelina. The wedding of Princess Diana and Prince Charles in 1981 was a global event that captivated more than 750 million people worldwide. Broadcast on television in numerous countries, the ceremony also attracted thousands of live viewers. The uakari is a fascinating primate from the Amazon, known for its distinctive bald, red head, which has earned it the nickname bald monkey. This unique appearance is not only striking, but the lack of hair on its head is believed to help regulate its temperature in the extreme heat of the rainforest. Did you know there's a town with just 1 inhabitant? Monowi, Nebraska, is the smallest town in the United States, with a population of 1 person. Elsie Eiler is the only resident and wears multiple hats: mayor, waitress, librarian, treasurer, and owner of the local tavern. Every year, she hangs a sign running for mayor, votes for herself, and of course, wins the election. In Denmark, There's a restaurant where the food comes with a dose of creativity. Everything is made out of Lego blocks. From the tables to the decor, the place is a colorful paradise. While adults enjoy the menu, children build their own adventures. Dining here is like diving into a fantasy world. The Ripple Maker is a pretty interesting innovation. Using printing technology, you can put images, logos, or even custom messages on the foam of drinks like coffees, beers, and lattes, which can transform an ordinary beverage into a unique visual experience. The Facial Fitness POW is a curious Japanese invention that promises to keep your face firm and youthful. It is a device that swings as you move your mouth, exercising your facial muscles in a fun way. It became so popular that even Cristiano Ronaldo has recommended it. Imagine doing your beauty routine while looking like you are playing with a propeller. On May 26, 2023, Flight Radar 24 recorded a historic milestone by observing the largest number of aircraft flying simultaneously. More than 22,000 aircraft in the air at that time. The largest pearl in the world was found by a Filipino fisherman who, after discovering a giant clam, couldn't believe what was inside, a 75-pound pearl. He kept his treasure for 10 years without knowing that it could be worth up to $100 million. This is Knickers, Australia's largest bull, weighing up to 3,100 pounds and standing almost 6 feet 7 inches tall as an average basketball player. Veterinarians say that his size is relative because he is compared to a breed of cows much smaller than him. Arya Permana, an Indonesian boy, became famous for being known as the fattest boy in the world. At 10 years old, he weighed 423 pounds. But instead of letting his weight define him, he decided to change his life. With effort, he started a healthy diet and exercise, managing to lose 238 pounds. Today, Arya weighs only 183 pounds, an impressive transformation. Welcome to the Houston Car Parade. This annual festival in Texas is a spectacle where vehicles are transformed into works of art on wheels. Cars decorated in surprising ways and even turned into pop culture characters parade through the streets, and people can't stop admiring them. Considered the first and largest art car parade in the world, this event attracts thousands of curious onlookers. Can you imagine seeing a train crossing while playing soccer? In Slovakia, the Tatar Jern Balak Club has the most unusual stadium in the world, and it's because of a train. This stadium was built in 1980 in an area where a railroad used to pass, but over time the tracks were abandoned. However, in the early 1990s, the tracks were repaired, and in 1992, the train was reopened as a heritage railway for tourists. Musa Hasaya Kwesera is a Ugandan man who literally has a giant family. 102 children. He lives with his 2 wives, his children, and up to 578 grandchildren on the same family land. In Uganda, polygamy is legal according to certain traditions, so Musa's family is one of the largest in the region. However, Mr. Kwesera is experiencing serious financial problems, and some of his children and wives are beginning to look for a better life. Welcome to the Sky Table in Brazil, where dining is taken to new heights. This table and 2 chairs hang 197 feet high in Mampituba, Rio Grande do Sul, offering a dining experience with stunning panoramic views. Diners are held in place by a harness as they enjoy their meal, literally floating in the air. Meet the Japanese silkie, the star of the hen house. This exotic bird is one of the most striking birds due to its silky plumage and black skin and bones. What's even more curious is that it also has blue earlobes, a real pop of color. Plus, it's a light chicken with a wide, sturdy body, covered in fine, fluffy feathers that make it look like a little cloud. And if that wasn't enough, it has 5 toes on each foot, instead of the typical 4. Japanese skier Kobayashi literally flew through the air. He managed an incredible jump of 955 feet in just 8 seconds, a feat that left everyone speechless. The jump was performed on a special ski jump set up in Iceland by Red Bull, but it is not officially recognized by the International Ski Federation. The reason? It was not performed on a certified ski jump or with a validated measuring system. Meet Teffy, the most amazing robot dog. This faithful companion is programmed to guide and accompany dependent or blind people, making their lives much easier. It works with artificial intelligence, so it can recognize voice commands and has an automatic navigation system. Whether at home or on the street, Teffy knows exactly how to guide its owner. And that's all for you, awesome people. What curious fact surprised you the most? Leave it in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more surprising facts.